Hi, this is Cindy Raymond, and I am presenting my Family Involvement Web for ECED 5344. My Family Involvement Web is centered around the thematic unit of leaves, and it's for age group pre-K, 3 and 4 year olds. And I chose leaves because I wanted to follow the children's interest and their natural curiosity at the beginning of the fall season. Leaves are readily available, and there are no costs associated with collecting leaves. And some of the activities that I've listed, the cost is very, very minimal. So I thought that would be helpful for families. Exploring leaves is a great way to explore the changes in our environment and encourage the children and families to get outdoors and to be involved in nature activities. And studying leaves is also a fun, active way to introduce academic content such as math, science, language and vocabulary, and creative arts. So here's my Family Involvement Web, and I went ahead and actually filled in activities for all of the family roles, all 7 family roles. And starting with the advocate role, families can join a parent committee or policy council. Since leaves are usually done in the fall, this is towards the beginning of the year. It's still new in the year where families can join committees and things like that. Parents or families can also suggest events or projects to further explore the fall season. In the protector roles, families can chaperone a field trip to the community park, and then they could also discuss safety rules to being on a field trip. If we're riding a bus, they can discuss bus rules, and they can also discuss safety rules of leaving the classroom and being outside of the classroom in a park environment. In the manager role, families can help organize the field trip to the community park, or they could also help organize the science center materials for our classroom. And in the counselor role, families can discuss how walking in nature makes them feel and have the children journal their responses, talking to the kids about how it feels to be outside, how it feels to be out in nature, when it's warm, when it's a little chilly, things like that. Families can also discuss with their child what their favorite leaf activity has been throughout the thematic unit and why they chose that activity as their favorite. In the educator role, families can go on a leaf hunt at home on their own. Once they go on that leaf hunt, they can take the leaves and they can sort them. They can try to identify them. They can count them. There's all kinds of things they can do with these leaves. They can also create leaf rubbings and create leaf art to share with the classroom. Families can visit the local library to borrow books about leaves, and then families can read the books to the class, or they could just read these books, share these books at home with their child. In the student role, families can identify trees from the leaves they find at home. They can create a book of these leaves, and they can share them with the class. Families can seek input from the teacher on other possible leaf activities they could do at home. And if they do get additional resources or activities to do at home, they can photograph or draw about these activities to share with the class. And then finally, in the support role, families can assist in setting up the science center. They can also donate leaves and other materials for the science center. They can serve as a chaperone on the field trip, and they can create leaf books for our classroom. Some of the activities that we've done centered around leaves that inspired me to create this Family Involvement Web is doing nature walks and collecting leaves and other things found in nature, setting up a science center in the classroom with books about leaves, including nonfiction books about leaves, the leaves that we collect from our nature walk, and tools such as magnifying glasses to explore the leaves. We've done leaf art where we've created people or objects using our leaves, and then we've used our bulletin board to decorate the classroom with the leaf art. We love to sort leaves. We count them, we classify them, we identify them if we can. And then leaf identification, where we're identifying trees according to their leaves. Creating books or collages from our nature walks, and these are great to put out in the centers or in the science center as well. Some of our favorite books about leaves is Leaf Man, My Leaf Book, Red Leaf, Yellow Leaf, and I've listed some songs or poems that we've done about leaves. And another art is leaf rubbings, where we identify parts of the leaves according to the rubbings that we've done. So that concludes my presentation. If you have any other fun leaf activities that you've done or that you know of, or some other ideas you might have to add to the family involvement web to enrich my web, please leave them in the discussion board for me. And if you have any questions, leave those as well. Thank you for listening.